evening. My name is Jeremy Miller. I'm the program director for the Eberstelli Foundation, also a Bayview resident, happen to live across the street. Thank you for coming to the neighborhood. Folks, we've heard about a lot of reports about tasers tonight, a lot of different statistics, and I will concur with Commander Ali that there are very disparate statistics out there. However, what's been elucidated by some of the community speakers is that one of the main reasons for the disparate statistics is that the numbers coming from Taser International funded studies are different with obvious political reasons. Now, I want to talk about, I'm going to stop right here for 2 seconds. I need to acknowledge there are high feelings on both, coming from the police department, and there are high feelings coming from the community, but whatever side of that fence people fall on, I want to acknowledge that Kenneth Harding was killed right there. And I have to acknowledge that right now since we're sitting here. Because this is how serious the issue of police and arms is, and tasers are part of that picture. Now, I want to clarify some numbers, because some numbers have been thrown out there. By our independent count, which has compared many of these available studies, 736 people are dead by taser since 1983. 714 of those since 2001, 3 since the start of this year in North America alone. How that can be construed as less lethal is beyond me. The second point here. Tasers in 2007 were declared by a United Nations related body, the United Nations Committee Against Torture, on November 23rd, 2007, declared tasers to be a torture device. How do we get from torture device to less lethal weapon? We've heard about DOJ reports, but the FBI doesn't want to use them. Whoa. We've heard about DOJ reports, but the ATF doesn't want to use them. We heard about Memphis, and Chief Sir, this is one of those rare occasions where you and I actually find ourselves in agreement. I don't think we need to wait for Memphis. We should have a better model here in San Francisco. We don't need to model ourselves off Memphis, and we don't need to wait for another Houston or another Portland. We don't need to create a situation where a Department of Justice civil rights lawsuit will be found against us. We do not need to create a situation where people with mental health issues are targeted by tasers, and the settlement result cost $4.7 to $5.4 million annually until 2017. Okay, I'll wrap this up. Excuse me. Finally, I want to ask, when we have heard so much about the invisible risk factors for tasers, things that cannot possibly be detected by an officer in the heat of the moment, like various mental health conditions, physical, cardiac conditions, and the sort. Before we even consider anything like this, what is being done to address this? Kevin Clark, on January 24th, a thin young brother, was attacked by SFPD. The only charges he faces are resisting arrest and delaying arrest because there was nothing else to charge him with. It was caught on video. That's January 24th of this year. This is the department we're talking about. What would have happened to him if there was a taser? Today is not the day for taser. Tomorrow's not the day, and the community, I think, has made it loud and clear what their perspective is.